What is going on, gang? Eli here. Today we're going to be talking about the Reebok Club C 85 Vintage, specifically my pair. Now, I love my pair. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at them, but I do love my pair. And I've had them for about 4 years. And in that 4 years, they've probably seen about 2 years worth of abuse. Maybe more. But I wanted to talk about how well they've held up over the years. We're going to talk about how well the uppers held up, how well the lower has held up, how the comfort has held up throughout the years. And lastly, we're actually going to clean them because Lord knows they need it. And I also think that's going to give us a really good idea of how well they've really aged. So let's jump right into it. First up, the upper. Now, obviously, I think the upper has actually held up pretty well. It's obviously creased a ton, but that's really to be expected, especially with how soft the leather is. I haven't really been able to see any major leather peeling. They might actually be too dirty for me to tell, but I haven't seen any major signs of leather peeling or any leather tears, so that's really good. What I have seen is a little bit of separation of the upper and the outsole. But thankfully, these are actually constructed really well. They have a stitched upper to lower construction, so there's not going to be any major separation, thankfully. It's most likely just the glue that's separated a bit, but the upper has not fully separated. The lining on the shoe has also held up really well. It's that terry cloth lining that I love. And it hasn't ripped or anything. It's held up really nicely. It's dirty, obviously, but it's held up really well. And then the outsole. Now the outsole is pretty much the same story. It's got a little bit of that heel wear and also some wear where the ball of your foot is. It's obviously dirty as sin. But like I said, overall, nothing major on the outsole. It's still very much intact. Now, let's talk about the comfort, how it's held up. This is probably, I don't want to say it's my most comfortable shoe. Classic shoe-wise, this is probably one of the more comfortable shoes out there. That EVA foam reigns superior. It's very comfortable on feet. And then with the soft leather on the toes, makes it a fantastically comfortable shoe that you can wear all day. I don't think it's as comfortable as it was when I first bought it, obviously. The wear and just the age of the shoe is gonna make it not as comfortable as it used to be. The foam feels a little more worn than it was when I first got them. But overall, still a very comfortable shoe. The comfort has definitely held up. So that's enough talking. Let's go baptize these shoes to see if we can't redeem it of its sins. So enjoy the montage.
Let's get it, Phil. Let's get it, Phil.
Welcome back, gang. It's been a couple days and the shoes are finally clean and they're finally dry and they look good. Now that they're fully clean, I can finally see if we have any scuffs on the leather, and I definitely found some. There were some scuffs on the toe area, nothing too crazy, just a couple little kind of scratches and little dings, as well as a couple oh my gosh, as well as a couple scuff marks on like the side and on the rear area as well. Like I mentioned before, overall, nothing major. I also, I wasn't wearing these hiking or anything, or maybe I did. Obviously, we still got some crazy creasing. That's not really gonna go away. But I think overall, they've aged relatively nicely. I mean, look at that. They look so clean. And so yeah, very happy with the way they cleaned up. They cleaned up super well. I probably could have scrubbed a little bit better on the back. But yeah, definitely a shoe that's definitely gonna last you. Let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys learned something from this video. Like and subscribe, guys, and as always, see you guys in the next one.